I wanted to share something with y'all today from a book that I'm reading. The book is called The Daily Laws by Robert Greene. And the chapter structure is based on the months in the year. So chapter 1 is going to be January, February, March, April, and so forth and so forth. So this is from February. And the specific date in February that this is from is going to be February 12th, which is titled Learn by Doing. The problem with formal education is that it instills in us a passive approach to learning. But in the real world, you learn best by doing, by actively trying your hand at the task. Daily law. The brain is designed to learn from constant repetition and active hands-on involvement. Through such practice and persistence, any skill can be mastered. Pick a skill to acquire and begin to practice. The reason I wanted to share that is because real talk, I just had like I guess we would say premonition of not having balance in my life in certain areas. Like I'm consistent in certain aspects of my life and I'm inconsistent in other aspects of my life. Like when it comes to graphic design, there's no problem for me to sit at a computer for 4 hours to 5 hours and work on a design. I have no problem sitting down practicing Python so I can learn the language more. I have no problem sitting in Photoshop editing photos or shots that I've taken. I have no problem doing that. But then when it comes to fashion design, there's this hesitancy, I would say, within getting things done. And when I mean fashion design is like a broad statement or a broad topic for a myriad of things that I'm doing. So it consists of sewing, pattern making, and just learning how to create collections. And it's just been this, I wouldn't say it was a wall. I would just say it was just me getting in my own way. Me getting in my own way and not putting in the reps. The needed reps that I need to do in order to get better at it. Because just like I said, I can sit on the computer for 4 hours to 5 hours working on a design, getting that knocked out for graphic design. But it took those reps to even get to that point. It took the small reps of me just, all right, working on the little things, working on color theory, working on learning the application, working on composition, working on layout, working on the little things to gradually build my way up to get to where I can just sit on the computer for 4 to 5 hours and knock out a design, create multiple versions of a design, and then finally, with all the iterations, come to a final design and get it done. But it took those reps. And I wouldn't say it's frustration on my part, it's just the realization. Because in order to get better, bro, you have to put the reps in. Nothing changes if nothing changes. But I think the first step of the change is recognizing the fuck ups, recognizing the areas that I need to get better at, recognizing, okay, this is clearly not working, and going to the bottom of why it's not working. It's simply because I'm not putting in the work. I checked and it was like 2 weeks ago since I worked on anything like fashion design related, and that was sewing a copy of some pants. Like creating a pants pattern from a pre-existing pair of pants that I have, just creating that pattern. And I can sit here and give excuses, but those excuses is, what does that do? What does those excuses do? Nothing. It just does nothing. The only way to get better is like the daily law said, the constant reps, the persistence. The constant reps and the persistence. And this is why I like the Real Talk series. It's just giving me, it gives me the opportunity just to come and talk, just literally just talk about what's ever on my mind, what's ever on my heart, and just have that conversation with self. Like, that's why I love it. That's why I love it. And one of the reasons I did come to this specific spot is I'm working on my first collection when it comes to clothing wise. And the beginning process is getting the mood board created and just getting inspiration. So I decided to come out into nature and just get some inspiration, take some pictures of just the environment, and really just get some time to think, some time to meditate. And just really just soak up the present moment, just be in the now. There isn't no distractions, there is no on my phone out here. It's just me, the camera, the mic, and nature. And doing these videos is therapeutic in a sense because it just allows me to it really just allows me just to think out loud. And that's real talk.